You were coming to Iowa. I am a homegrown Iowan. I'm also an atheist. I love that when you announced that you were running, you shared that your Catholic faith is very important to you. I think there is a stereotype, though, that all Latinos are Catholic or all Latinos are religious.
Sure.
I am curious if you can speak to the Latinos around the country and around the world that are giving up on religion, that identify as non-religious, or even the scary word atheist. I'm curious how you would bring those in under your administration. And also, if you don't mind, how do you plan on working with or against the religious right as they continue their assault on basically everything, especially science?
Yeah, no, thank you for the question. I mean, I would begin by saying that I don't consider atheism a scary word. I respect people's right to choose to believe or not to believe, and maybe more importantly, I believe that our Constitution sets out that right, and that it's important that we recognize that. You're correct. I grew up Catholic. My mother went to 16 straight years of Catholic school. I went to one, and that was enough. My faith does shape, I think, my values. The things that I've always liked about the Catholic faith center around social justice, especially. The things that have concerned me about faith, and especially faith in politics over the years, is that I believe that too oftentimes it's been used as a wedge to teach some people that you should hate this group over here, or that this group over here is the other. And I wish oftentimes that we would use our faith to embrace humanity, embrace people who are different from us, and also to preach about the freedom of people to believe what they should, or what they choose. And so the commitment that I make is respecting everybody's rights in the country, and being inclusive and thinking about people who choose not to believe, and that they are citizens in our democracy, participants in our democracy like anybody else. I also will say that I would not hold that against somebody when considering them for appointments, involving them in administration, or crafting policy or anything like that. I think that's that is the perspective, and that's one of the reasons that our country is the great country that it is because people can choose to not believe as well.
Absolutely. Any thoughts on the religious right? And the reason I ask that is if we're going to bring more people in, especially atheistic and non-religious Hispanics and Latinos, because they're going to be the majority in our country, which I think we need to celebrate. If 1 in 5, according to the Pew Research, says that 1 in 5 Latinos is non-religious, that number is going to explode in the next couple of decades. How do we?
I think that there are a lot of Latinos that feel like this administration has put a target on their back, and the fact is, unfortunately, although I had hoped otherwise, at least some of the leadership in the religious right is abetting this president as he does that, as he otherizes the Latino community, and especially immigrants. For those Latinos, what I see out there in the Latino community, I do see, obviously you have a lot of Catholics that are Latino. You also have a lot that are moving to non-denominational or Pentecostal services. And then you do have some that are choosing not to believe, like everybody, like any community. And so my message to folks is that we are great enough to be a nation where everybody is part of this family, and should participate actively in our democracy as we shape policy, as we move forward as a country, and that we can't afford to leave anybody out. We have to not only respect their decisions, but also embrace them and what they stand for. I choose to believe. My faith guides me in the decisions I make, but I also respect others who don't.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you for the question.
Absolutely.
For sure.